Pause. My iPhone micro.
Okay. So I'm doing a recording while I get prepared for a shower. Putting lotion all over my body before I get in the bath, because it's really, really necessary. In fact, it is. It's very necessary. It really is. Anyway, I think I've made the decision not to worry about making most videos unlisted anymore, because, you know, it's a bit like I have to pick and choose which videos I make unlisted and which videos I don't, and I'm like, this is bloody stupid to have to worry about that. So I don't really worry anymore. I'm just going to do videos and just go about making my videos the way I do, and whatever if people hear them, and I don't give a shit if people don't hear the videos, the recordings or anything like that. I don't really give a shit. I frankly don't give a bloody crap at all. I don't give a stupid crap. I really don't. At least not anymore. At least not anymore. You know, I can only give myself so much of a name before I think, I think I need to just let live and let bygones be bygones. Not that I'm going to be speaking to people necessarily, you know, all of a sudden, but yeah, I need to wash my hair too. I need to wash my back as well and to do my hair. Okay, do my bloody back with this stuff. Okay, that's better. That's heaps better. Can't do it properly, but anyway, I can only try. Oh, fucking can't get around to there, can I? No, I can't do it. No, I've tried to, but oh well, anyway, I've done my best. So yeah, I can only do so much with my bloody back, unfortunately. Now I'll be getting into the shower and cleaning off this lovely lotion, cleaning it all off. That's soon. That's very soon. So yeah, I nearly got it all empty, hey? Nearly got it all empty. Basically, I'm just doing these videos for my own enjoyment, and I don't particularly give a shit who listens to them and who doesn't. Really? I honestly don't give a shit anymore. I wish I never did give a shit, but oh well, it's okay. Whatever. Nearly used up all of this cream. That's alright. Not a problem. Okay. clean all that shit off. And when I do a lot of running, I tend to have a lot of dead, you know, all that dirty, dead skin tissue that tends to be all really, you know, when you get all sweaty and grimy and all the shit gets all on you and that, and then you've got to clean it off. And I find that these exfoliating things really helps with that. Really helps out. It just does. It just really helps. And yeah, it just very much helps. Get it on my back as well. Used all up that shit. I have.
Stop button.
Oh no, where did I put the lid? There it is. I used it all up. I used everything up. Okay. So, I'm hoping everyone can hear me when I'm bathing away here. Hang on a second. Set up the shower. Set it up. Oh boy, here's the cloth. There it is. Okay. There's that. That's the towels. Okay. Now, okay, so I hope everybody can hear me. I find that I'm starting to get a little bit better with how I live my life now, because I'm getting support workers taking me out more often, which is good. So yeah, I'm getting a bit better. Getting a little bit better. A little bit. So, So, I think if I can keep up with these outings, I think life will go a lot better for me. I think. I really think that if I can keep a good support work schedule going, that my life will just work out. And over the coming say 12 months, 2 years, something like that, that maybe I'll get a lot less depressed and anxious and all that. That's what I think anyway. That's what I reckon. I find that I'm getting in a lot more exercise.
Twitter, now, Liam Irvin tweeted, OMG, only just a bit more than halfway through the first, and it's 3-0 tips. This is awesome.
I'm getting in heaps and heaps more exercises. So, and a lot of sports and that. So yeah. I'm quite happy with how things are going. I'm quite happy with everything at the moment. I'm quite happy to be getting a new agreement set up. So yeah, I'm quite happy about that. Yeah, I'm quite happy to know that locking up my stuff like that. I can't stand it when she does that. My cleaners are driving me friggin' mad. I'm playing with my bloody stuff. I'm sick of them when they do that. Anyway, I just think it's enjoyable to be going out and doing stuff. Now, I haven't done any outing recordings lately because my iPhone 6S has got a really bad battery life. It's getting worse and worse and worse, right? So I can't do outings on recording at the moment, otherwise I would. But at the moment I can't because there's just too many things that I can't do with this bad battery life. You know, when I've got my iPhone 11, sure, I can set up a recording to do an outing of our recording. Sure, I can do that. I can set up a number of recordings and do them, you know, sure. But at the moment, it isn't going to work out because my phone is broken. You know, it's breaking down. So I can't just do willy-nilly at the moment. Otherwise, sure, when I've got my new iPhone 11, then it won't be a problem. We'll be doing all these other thousands, you know, which will be fine. It won't bother me because I'll be able to do all these different things, make all these different recordings. I really want to do baking on recording. If I want to do a recording now of me baking cake, I literally have to put my phone on the recharger to do it, which is a hassle to set it up, just to do a bloody recording, you know. But when I've got my iPhone 11, I won't need to plug it into the recharger just to do a recording. It'll be easy as saying, hey, I'm going to do a recording for the next couple of hours. Get ready to sit down when I upload the video, because it will be going on YouTube. Oh, well, it'll be an audio recording rather than a video, but it'll be like, it'll be like, get set for another audio recording because it's going on YouTube soon, right? Get ready for a new recording, and then I'll set my phone somewhere that I can reach it and feel for it, so I can adjust any of the controls for the recording or whatever I need to do to make a good recording without having to plug it into the charger. And I can just do the recording, upload the video, and I know that, hey, the phone battery will still be okay in my new iPhone 11. I've had a really frank but nice discussion, of course. It was just rather frank. It wasn't a frank discussion like, hey, I'm going to tie you to the wall. Like, no. It was a frank discussion saying, hey, listen, I really have to get a new iPhone. I don't have a choice of waiting to decide which phone I want. Well, I can, but I don't have a choice in deciding, do I get the phone this year or next year? My phone is breaking down. I must get the new phone ASAP. We're doing outings for me. It's my time and my hours, but please make sure to let me know for each Thursday night how much time we've got available, or that the support worker has available. I really, really have to get this phone, and I desperately need the phone to be set up so that I can use it straight away. And I want my Optus card put into my phone. And please, if something isn't working, we must make a schedule, make a time out of my hours. Like, it'll use up more of my hours, but we have to make a schedule to fix that issue. Once off schedule out of my usual time, using up my hours to get a short-term schedule set up to fix the problem. Because I have to be able to use my phone pretty much within hours of getting a new phone. I have to be able to use it. So I had a really good and frank discussion with my worker, and she is totally understanding the deal. I said, I know I can't stop outings, I know I'll get too depressed, but that's what the psychologist is for. And all they need to do, and I told this to my other support worker as well, all they need to do is make sure that I get good food that I'm going to enjoy eating and that I can cook for myself just get some nice food that I can prepare, and don't worry about the frozen meals in my freezer. I already have gourmet meals. I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about having the option to choose to prepare a meal so that I'm not always relying on frozen meals, yet I've got the frozen meals there to rely on as well for, you know, times that I don't want to cook or I'm too tired to cook or something. I can rely on those meals, but I don't want to rely on them solely for those meals and that's it. I'd like to be able to prepare my own foods too. That's what I'd like to be able to do. Well, both workers totally understand my predicament with that. They totally understand, and they're going to do their best to help me with all of that, which is fucking awesome. The drain is a bit blocked. How do we unblock the drain? I'm going to clear off my thing. Best of possibly do. Basically I made sure that both workers totally understand why I need to be sure that they're able to provide transport, appropriate transport. If they say, look, it's best to get public transport, are you fit enough to walk around? Are you sick? Are you well? Do that, because if I'm not well, then they've just got to accept that they need to help me get around by car or taxi. But if I'm feeling very well, which I must say that the feeling sick times are getting less and less and less and less every month. So last year it was often, then it got less often and less often, and now it's just once every couple of months where I'm kind of not well, but I'm okay. Every couple of months for a week. Okay, so I've really improved drastically. Like, I'd rather feel sort of sick for a week and then I'm fine for 2 months, rather than be the way I used to be, where I had good moments of feeling well, but I was mostly in and out of getting sick, transitioning from getting sick to getting well at random times each month. There was no telling when I was going to wake up feeling crappy or well, or if I was going to spend the next few days feeling a bit sick, a bit under the weather, a bit not, lack of appetite, or whether I was going to be quite okay to just eat when I want to eat. There was no predictability to that. Whereas now, even when I don't feel well, I can still eat. I may not eat as much, or I may eat more junk food or something. I may eat more junk food than usual, but I still eat, and I don't feel well and I have junk food cravings, and then I have to deal with being ill for 2 weeks or 1 week or a few days, depending on my randomness of my body. Okay, I'll be ready to have just some sandwiches or all these other stupid things that I used to have to think about. No, I don't have to worry about that anymore. I can feel a bit run down and go, hey, I just want a sandwich. And then later on, I'm hungry, I'm ready for dinner. None of this, I had a sandwich before and it's dinner time and I feel a bit like vomiting and I don't need to be sick exactly, I just feel a bit like spewing, but it's not a nice feeling, but I'm okay, I just can't eat. Like, I don't have any of that shit anymore. None of that shit. When the doctor says, oh, you just think that you're better, I'm like, well, no, I'm not changing the situation because I feel okay. I'm not willing to change the situation. I don't need you to change the medication situation either. You know, I have to double check that you haven't changed it, and I've got to double check that the chemist has given me the correct prescription, because I don't want any changes to be made. I don't want the wrong medication, I don't want the wrong dosage of the current medication. And I told the doctor, don't change anything from last time. Just don't do it. You know, don't make any changes unless I get very quick or something bad needs to be the go before we go changing everything. You know, it doesn't need to be a dramatic problem every time you look at me, you know. So yeah. Yeah, I have to say that, you know, with my routine getting fixed the way it is, I'm doing an awful lot better. I really am. And when I get my iPhone 11, I'll be doing a new recording from it. And, yeah, I'll be letting everybody know how I go with using the iPhone 11. Excuse me. I've got my YouTube Premium membership as well, so it's only $15 a month. It's better than Apple Music. Oh, I think Apple Music's a rip-off. With Apple Music, you pay $11, so you're paying just nearly $12 a month, and you're getting music that, like, the music app doesn't even work properly. You go to play music and it won't play all of the songs. So when you click on shuffle, it will not play every song that you got in your music playlist. And yeah, when you hang on. When you use Apple Music, it uses all of your phone memory, and you know, it takes up so much fucking room in the phone just to play music. You know, like, it isn't necessary. It honestly is not reasonable to be like that. It really isn't. I just think it's bloody crap, to be quite honest. I don't know, I just think that YouTube Music and YouTube Premium for $15, that's only $4 cheaper than Apple Music, and you get more entertainment from that than you get from Apple Music. So yeah, I am not going back to Apple Music again. I've got Simple Radio in my phone that plays radio. I'm quite happy to listen to the radio or to YouTube Music. I'm quite happy to hear it. It suits me just fine. so that's my cereal and coffee done. So yeah, I think if I can show the NDIS how well this funding is going, yeah, then yeah, I can absolutely do all of this bloody stuff and be a lot happier. Yeah, it'll be nice when I've got a new iPhone 11. I'll be happy about that. Yeah, I just can't wait till I've got it, that's all. I'm really, really excited about the prospect of getting a new iPhone. The support worker seems to be really, who I get on Thursday nights, she's really on board with everything that I need, because, she'll ask a few questions and then be like, yeah, true. I've checked out phone plans. I don't really like them. I honestly don't like phone plans, and I don't like being in a locked-in contract either. I think locked-in contracts are shit, and I told the support worker, I know they're beneficial for some people, but me, I just want to save up the money and get the stupid bloody phone outright, and then put my current SIM card with Optus into the new phone. I need to make sure that it's working, that I can use it, and then go from there.
Unmuted. Call. Stop. Button.
So, it looks like I'll be doing Thursdays and Sundays. So when I've got my iPhone 11, I'll be doing recordings. I decided not to get a dictaphone because I don't know how I can download recordings from the dictaphone onto the laptop and onto YouTube. I don't know how to do that. So I'm not going to waste my money and buy one when it won't give me any benefit. So when I've got my iPhone 11, that's when I'll be doing heaps of recordings. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to really get into the swing of things again like I used to. I'll be able to post new jobs on Mabel if there's anything that's outside my Sunday and Thursday schedule. Or if it's a Thursday morning, I can say, hey, are you available, this and that. So, yeah. It'll be good, I think. And then when I get the NDIS, I can get them to fund me for 5 hours once a week to fit in judo. Or I can just stick to doing self-defense classes at Guide Dogs. It just means when I get my new plan, I'll have to take whatever funding they offer, and then in my next plan, if I say, hey, I definitely want to do judo, they'll just have to trigger another plan review and update my information. That's all really. Besides all that, I'm doing pretty good, and we're doing more running on Sunday, I think. Heaps more running. I really wish I could record Thursday nights out and too, but I can't because of my bloody phone. I'll be going to the beach for an hour and spending 3 hours at the shops. So, yeah. I'm going to eat dinner at the beach, and then when I go to the shops, I got to be doing bit of window shopping and all that. So yeah. Yeah, we haven't dinner, going shopping, coming home, crashing, and I'd love to record that out again. I bloody can't. I'll tell you what, when I've got my iPhone 11, I'll be bloody doing a lot of recordings. It's going to be fun. That's a bowl of cereal down the hatch. So, I'll be able to meet support workers at all sorts of places. You know, I'll be going to the casino, I'll be going to fucking Gold Coast, Mount Cootha, everywhere. I'll have to make specific times for some of those outings though, but that won't be a problem. I would just have to organise a scheduled time for that outing. That's the only thing. Otherwise I'll manage it, I think. I may end up knocking back one Sunday or one Thursday night, so the next week I can go somewhere for a bit longer. Which will be good. Yeah, I think I've got a pretty good schedule set up, and I still need to see the psychologist here and there, but I don't think I'll be permanently crook. But yeah, I'll have to see the psychologist here and there, but so long as I get better over the coming couple of years, I should be right. I'm just sick of fighting with the NDIS and that. If it's me, I know what to spend my money on, I know what to pay for, but yeah. Anyway, I am going out of pocket to pay for some service fees that the NDIS are meant to pay for. Well, I can't make a decision if I want to go out walking today or if I want to stay inside, or I cannot make a decision.
Stop button.
I don't know what I want to do. I honestly have no idea. Wouldn't have a clue. If I do end up staying home, I may end up reading for the whole entire day. I might just sit back and read. God, if I had it my way, I'd be running every fucking day of the week. But, you know, I can do running once or twice a week. That doesn't bother me. Does not bother me at all. So long as I'm doing something, I'm fine. What else? I think that's it for now. I think I'm just going to finish my coffee and read some books, and there aren't any new books out, to review on recording, because I did a book review a few months ago, and there are some new books out, but not a whole lot. So I've pretty much got all the books that I want to read. So I'm going to read all of them and then get some new books in the coming 6 months or so. What I do is I read the books and I hide them in my iCloud account, because I know I'm going to read them again one day. I know I'm going to read them again, so I hide them, and then I unhide the books when I'm ready to read them again. That's what I do. So yeah, that's how I work out my Apple Books collections and that. So yeah. So I'll just be reading away for the day. If I go out, I go out, but frig knows where I'll be going to. I don't have a clue, but as it stands, I'll be reading for a long time. And when I do get my iPhone 11, you guys are going to hear about it. Either, depending on the situation, it'll be either straight away or later. I just have to make sure that when I do get the new phone, there should be a choice to back up as, from my iCloud account or from a new phone, and I don't want to start it as a new phone, because if I do that, then I have to start everything all over again, and I don't want to do that, because I've got hundreds of Apple Books that I'm sure with the new phones I'll never get access to again. You know what it's like when technology gets upgraded and you've got old versions of stuff. You're never going to get it back again if you delete it off the new technology or don't save your previous settings. You're never going to get it back again. So I've got to make sure that I have my iCloud account backed up and have my original settings put back into the new phone. And then if there's any changes, I can make those changes on top of my original phone setup, and that way it's not as traumatic or devastating to have to fix one or two problems, instead of having to fix the entire phone from the bottom up again. So if there's only a couple of issues to fix, that'll be better. That's the way I'm going about this. Yeah. I think we'll see what happens with all of that. Yeah. I'm getting the 256 gigabyte of RAM in my phone because 16 gigs, 32 gigs just ain't enough for me. Just not enough. Not enough. So yeah, I'm getting a whole heap of RAM in my new bloody phone and it's going to last years. So yeah, because every time you hide a book on your iCloud account, it gives you more space in your phone. So if you've got 500 megabytes of space used up, so with Apple Books in your phone, if that's using up 500 megabytes of space, right, then you go hiding some books in your iCloud account, that empties iBooks without destroying the book upload. So instead of destroying that book where you have to buy it again, it literally deletes it off your phone and hides it in your iCloud account as if you don't have the book anymore until you got, if you hide all of your books in your iTunes account, they'll be deleted off the phone, deleted off Apple Books, but they'll be hidden in iTunes, ready to be retrieved later, which is a pretty good idea. It is a pretty fucking snazzy idea. Because then, if I want all of my books hidden for a later date, I can hide them all. Or I can keep them, whatever. So, I can also put them into iCloud without hiding them. I can literally remove all of my downloads off the phone into my iCloud account without hiding them. But if I want them to be totally off my device, they'll still be there, but not in the information section of the software. The information that you access in your phone, it won't be in there. So you won't access it until you click on unhide. You've got to type in the password in your iTunes account, go to the hidden section where everything's hidden. It's like this accessibility. There's one section where you just access all your information and the other section is, you have to go into that. So it's pretty complicated. But it means you can free up space in your device and still have everything how you want it to be. But anyway, it'll get sorted out when I've got a new iPhone. Which will be a freaking good idea. Yeah. I frankly can't wait, and when I get back online with recording, you'll find out, because I'll be talking excitedly and doing all this other bloody stuff that I like to do and downloading more apps and everything. It'll be fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm not going to download Facebook though. I don't use Facebook very often. I can use Safari for Facebook. See, if I download Facebook, it takes up more and more room in my phone. So Facebook memory gets higher and higher and higher, until it uses up all of my phone's memory. So I'm not putting Facebook back into the phone. I'll just use Safari for Facebook. I may end up using Twitter in Safari one day as well, because it works better than the Twitter app. I've got the official Twitter app, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one once I've got the new iPhone 11, and then I'll be lining up getting a new iPad. Woohoo! See, the new iPad's easy. I can just buy that online. I can buy Wi-Fi only iPad. I can get the one without the cellular card because I'm not paying for a SIM card each month. I can buy the iPad as a Wi-Fi, and when I get it, I can just use it at home. I can download stuff onto it for later viewing offline, and I don't know how to use Apple. Oh, that's what I need to look up. How do I use Apple Books offline? So, when you're using Apple Books, it uses data or Wi-Fi to essentially use your Apple Books app. So every time you open the app, it needs to access data or Wi-Fi in order to feed you the information in the books. So if you're looking for a book to read, it's using your data to do it. And when you're reading a book, it's using your data or Wi-Fi data, whichever one, to read your book. Now, how do I set up Apple Books for offline viewing? Because I know I've got an Amazon Kindle. I know in the Kindle you can do it, offline. You can use the Kindle offline, But I don't know about our Apple Books. Anyway, I'll sort that out, and God, when I've got the iPhone 11, my life is going to be a lot more simplistic. It's not going to change a whole lot of stuff in my life, but it will be more simplistic than it ever was. And then I'll be telling the doctor, I'm a bit confused, I don't know if I'm suffering or if I think I'm suffering, and I might be as happy as. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going to upload this recording. I keep thinking video. It's not a video. It's video formatted, but it's not a video.
Pause. Stop. Button.
It is an audio recording formatted to video format to be compatible with YouTube, but it's not an actual video. It just appears to be like a video, but it's
Twitter now. Liam Irvin tweet.
an audio recording. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'll be coming back to you guys later.